Hello you. My name is Anneli Reimer and I'm on a journey to improve my life or my health anyway. I'm in my late 40s, in my very late 40s, and I live in Sweden. I had open heart surgery 6 years ago and I got befor and fibromyalgia. So life's been shitty at times. But now, since the last 2 years, I'm fighting to get back. I'm fighting to get a better life, a more healthy life. And a part of that is that I'm in about 2, 3 or 4 weeks are going to have a gastric bypass. And it's one of the steps to accomplish my goals. I've started to eat healthy. I've started to do yoga and meditate. I've started my own business where I can form the life like I want to. So the gastric bypass is a tool in my toolbox to get the life that I want and not the life that my body is trying to give me. Today here in Sweden it's cold, it's snowy. Charlie doesn't want to go out in the snow today. It's cold, it's snowing. No, we don't want this. And I usually walk my dog every day, but I have an unusually low body temperature, and my doctors have thought that I had a gland problem, but it wasn't that. It's just something maybe to do with my befor or my fibromyalgia. So I'm cold all the time. And then I can't go out very much in the very cold weather. So how and why do I exercise or try to exercise before this gastric bypass? I'm filming this in front of my fireplace, so right now I'm warm and nice. I use my own house to train. If you're going to do this gastric bypass or gastric sleeve or gastric banding, you need to try to get into as good a shape as you can beforehand. They usually do the surgery via 5 or 6 small holes in your abdomen, and they put in tools to do the inner cutting and sewing and so on. They fill your abdomen with gas to blow it up so they have room to work in, and then they have to lift up your liver, because your liver is in front of the intestines and the gut. So they have to lift it up. And if you're fat or obese, you don't just have fat on the outside. You have fat all around your inner organs as well. Even a thin person that eats wrong can be fatty on the inside. You can even be malnutrition and be fat. So it's an interesting world. So good to help to get safe surgery. You want to shrink all the fat around your inner organs, especially your liver. So the doctors they want you to go on a fluid diet, everywhere from 1 week to 4 weeks before your surgery, because it's a big surgery. even if it's just 5 or 6 small holes on the outside, they literally cut your intestines apart. So it's a big surgery, and it puts a lot of pressure on your body. And that's why I think you should try to help your body as much as you can. So naturally, don't smoke. And because that smoking prevents your body from healing. It takes longer, and you get a lot of you can get trouble afterwards if you smoke. Exercise and go on that fluid diet before. That way your body heals at a faster pace, and you get a more safe surgery. So you don't need to go to a gym. I can't afford to go to a gym, and I don't want to. I do it at home. I walk up and down my small staircase, up and down and up and down and up and down. And I have my yoga mat up in my big closet. So I use that, and I use rubber bands up there. And then I go for walks with my dogs when the weather is okay. I try to get my pulse up, and I march along. And Charlie, my dog, he loves it because then he thinks I'm chasing him. So try to think of that before. Afterwards, when you go down a lot of kilos or pounds, you will want to move around more, I think. I dream of it. But try to start even before your surgery, because that helps your body. Maybe I have done my heart surgery 6 years ago, and that was a major surgery. And it took me almost a year to feel that I was back. It's you can get depressions from it, you can get hormone shifts. There's a lot of things happening in the body when we go to surgery. And a gastric bypass, gastric banding, gastric sleeve is also major surgery. And you have to plan ahead. You have to think about, what can I do to get as safe a surgery as I can. But maybe you're in my position, that you can't go to run 10 miles and whatever. Then you have to start where you're at. You have to start what you can do. Maybe it's just going up and down the stairs. Maybe it's taking a walk around your neighborhood. Or something that increases your pulse a bit, makes you a bit sweaty, and so that your body starts moving again. So that the oxygen goes into all of your body. Because when you're fat or when you're obese and you sit a lot, because it's heavy to walk around, you get sweaty, you get tired, you get out of breath, then that's uncomfortable, and maybe you get a little bit scared about not being able to breathe good. Then you increase the level of movement that you do, and slowly but surely you increase how much you move every day. And if you're going to do a gastric bypass, you do that because you want to have a better life. And then the weeks before the surgery, I think you should include that in this package of changing your life. Include it. Start thinking in a new way. Start eating in a new way. When you, after the surgery, you can't eat as you've done before. You have to take it very, very slow. You have to chew the bites for a very long time. You shouldn't drink. Some say, now I've heard that you can sip a bit while you eat. But anyway, you have to think about those things. And they say, yeah, you can eat everything after the surgery, just smaller amounts. But if you think about that, why did you get fat in the first place? Maybe it was because you used the wrong type of foods. And if you eat like normal, only smaller amounts, then you continue to eat wrong. After surgery, you have to concentrate on the proteins. That's the most important thing for you to get in. The proteins and all the vitamins, naturally. And if you then continue to eat a cake here and a snack there and so on, then you've just operated on your body. You go down a massive amount, but then after 5 or 6 or 10 years, you start creeping up again. And then you have risked your life for nothing. So you have to work at your mind. And if you need help working at your mind, there's nothing wrong in that. That's a smart thing to do. To go and talk to someone, someone who knows diets, or someone who's a counselor, to help you reprogram even your head. And that's what I'm trying to do. Since the last 2 years, I've been trying to reprogram the way I deal with food and the way I deal with my body, and push myself to, even when I think, oh, I'm so sad, I'm not able to change this. My illnesses takes me every time and gets me every time. Well, then I try to think, okay, so how can I do what I want to do around this stupid body? That's why I started my business. That's why I have my studio and I do my art, because I will not let this body win over me. I will win this. And it's not done. I don't give up until then I take my last breath. Until then, I will fight to get the life that I want. And I think you should do the same. Now, this is all my private thinking and my opinions and so on. I've studied a lot of nutrition. I've studied and learned a lot about how the body works, because I've been forced to by my illnesses, and the fact that I want to feel better. So I've studied a lot about that, but that doesn't mean that I'm a doctor or that I'm an expert in any way. You have to find your way to lead a good life and healthy life. That's your challenge. If you can get inspiration from other people, that's fine, that's good. But you have to think about it yourself. Is this something that can be good for me? If it's not, then move on. If it's good for you, then steal the ideas. But most important, take care of yourself. So how do you train before your gastric bypass or gastric sleeve or whatever you're going to do? How do you eat before your gastric bypass? I'm curious to know. So leave a comment below and tell me what you think about all this and what you do to improve your life and your health. I'm very curious to hear from you. And if you want to join me and follow me on this life journey that I'm on, you can always subscribe to my channel. I will try to upload as often as I can, as often as I think of something new that I want to talk about. So, have a nice day and take care of yourself. Bye!